Awareness is not judgment. It is not about shaming yourself for the choices you've made or the cycles you've repeated. It is simply the clear recognition that these patterns exist. Without this recognition, change is impossible. With it, everything becomes possible. Awareness is the first breath of freedom, the key that makes the lock visible. Because once you see the lock, you can decide to open it. Notice the patterns. Notice the beliefs you cling to that limit your energy. Notice the routines that drain you instead of renew you. Notice how many times your mouth speaks before your heart approves. How often your actions follow old maps instead of new vision. These patterns are not who you are. They are simply who you've practiced being. And what has been practiced can always be unlearned. There's a reason awareness feels so powerful. It cuts through the fog. When you are unaware, you live inside the fog of repetition, unable to see beyond the next step in the cycle. But awareness clears the air. It shows you the loop from above, reveals the circle you've been walking, and whispers a radical truth. This is not the only way. With awareness, choice is born. Before awareness, choice does not truly exist. You react, you repeat, you recycle yesterday into today. But once you are aware, you hold the power to choose differently. You no longer have to answer every thought with obedience. You no longer have to submit to the same reaction, the same emotion, the same story. Awareness is the pause between the trigger and the response, the sacred space where freedom lives. Awareness does not demand that you break the pattern instantly. It asks only that you see it, that you name it, that you admit to yourself, yes, I've walked this circle long enough. That simple recognition alone weakens the cycle because a pattern unmasked begins to lose its grip. It can no longer operate silently in the background. The moment awareness enters, you are no longer asleep. And once awake, you cannot go back. From that moment on, every repetition feels different. Every cycle feels heavier. Every old pattern feels less natural, less comfortable. Awareness makes it impossible to pretend that the cage is freedom. And this is where energy begins to stir again. The fog clears, the loop is seen, the choice emerges. And with choice comes the first real taste of freedom. The truth is this: energy is not something you find. It is not something you beg for, wait for, or borrow from others. Energy is not hidden in a drink, a pill, or a moment of inspiration. Energy is already inside you, alive, constant, unshakable, yet buried beneath layers of doubt, fear, and the old stories you have told yourself for years. For too long, you may have believed that you are tired because life is demanding, because responsibilities pile higher, because time is running out. But the truth cuts deeper. You are not tired because of what life asks of you. You are tired because of what you allow within you. You are drained not by the weight of the world, but by the weight of unchallenged patterns, beliefs that no longer belong to you, and cycles that steal more than they give. The real truth is that you are powerful beyond measure. And yet, power unused becomes pain. Potential ignored becomes pressure. Energy unexpressed becomes exhaustion. You do not feel weak because you lack strength. You feel weak because your strength is trapped, locked behind the walls of old habits. Listen closely. Your energy has never left you. Every ounce of fire, every spark of passion, every drop of vitality you once felt is still here. But it has been silenced beneath the noise of fear. Fear of failing, fear of stepping outside the loop you know so well. And yet, the truth is mercilessly clear. If you continue to repeat the old patterns, you will continue to feel the same weight. If you dare to break them even slightly, the floodgates of energy will open. Energy is not about what you consume. It is about what you release. Release the doubt that whispers that you can't. Release the belief that says that this is just who you are. Release the story that convinces you the past must also be the future. The truth is that you are not defined by your patterns. You are defined by your choices. And at any moment, you can choose to let the old fall away. But truth is not always comfortable. It will not flatter you. It will not excuse you. It will stand before you and demand that you admit what you already know. That the energy you long for is not missing. It is hidden beneath your refusal to change. That the life you want is not impossible. It is waiting for you to claim it. That you are not broken. You are bound, and the binding is your own repetition. The truth feels heavy at first because it strips away the illusions. But it is also the most liberating force you will ever feel. Because once you see clearly, you can never again pretend to be powerless. Once you know the truth, you can no longer unknow it. And the truth is simple, undeniable, and unstoppable. You are not tired. You are trapped. You are not weak. You are waiting. You are not empty. You are full of energy, ready to break free. Your energy is not stolen by the world. It is not taken by people, situations, or challenges. It is surrendered, piece by piece, moment by moment. You hand it away every time you believe that your state depends on something outside of you. And this is where the silent theft occurs, not from others, but from the choices you make about your own power. Think about it. How often do you let the actions of others decide your emotion? How many times do you hand your peace over to an argument, your focus over to distraction, your strength over to fear? Each time you do, you give away control. And every time control slips from your hands, your energy follows it. Reclaiming control begins with a radical realization. Nothing outside of you has authority over your inner state unless you allow it. The noise of the world is loud, but it only defines you if you agree to its terms. The past can be heavy, but it only shapes you if you keep carrying it. Other people can speak their doubts, but those words only become your limits if you make them your own. Energy is lost when you believe you are powerless. Energy is restored the moment you remember you are not. The shift is subtle but profound. You begin to ask, how do I choose to respond? Instead of shrinking under the weight of circumstance, you rise with the awareness that your response creates your reality. Control is not about controlling the world. It is about mastering your alignment within it. Life will always bring storms, but storms cannot decide your strength. People will always have opinions, but their opinions cannot touch your truth. Circumstances will always change, but your power is constant if you claim it. Reclaiming control is the act of standing in the center of chaos and saying, my energy is mine. It is the discipline of deciding that nothing outside has the right to drain you unless you open the door. It is a choice to guard your state as fiercely as you would guard your most valuable treasure, because it is. When you stop surrendering your energy to the world, something extraordinary happens. You begin to feel a surge of strength return. The heaviness lifts, the fog clears. What once drained you no longer has the same hold. Not because life has changed, but because you have. You are no longer the prisoner of reactions. You are the master of choice. This is not arrogance. This is not denial of reality. This is the deepest form of responsibility. It is the refusal to give away what was always yours. And with every moment of reclaimed control, energy returns. Not a trickle, but a flood. Not borrowed, but owned. Your energy belongs to you. Your focus belongs to you. Your strength belongs to you.